Slaves. "Good evening, Mr. Smith," said Dr. Evans. "I am happy to see you. You are my last patient for the day. Have a seat." "Hi, doctor. Thank you," said Billy. The doctor was cheerful. That gave him hope that it was not so bad. The doctor continued once he was seated. "Unfortunately, I have some bad news for you," Dr. Evans began. "You have an advanced tumor on your testicles." Billy went in shock. This was the worst possible outcome. How would he break it to his wife? The consultation and lab work alone was going to cost him thousands of dollars, and he had to have treatment to see his children grow up. That was going to cost him a fortune. How could he afford this on his meager teacher's salary? His European friends with their free healthcare had it easy. He was far from that lucky. His government had decided that the American war machine was more important than healthcare. Even so, Billy felt bad for the soldiers in those faraway countries. Chris was lying in a small ditch together with his squad. Bullets whizzed over their heads. That was proof enough that the enemy was still out there. They were quite lucky they did not have a mortar. He was praying that they did not fetch one. In that case, they were dead men. In this situation, there was only one way out: nightfall. This whole situation had escalated from a standard patrol around the city into a full-on gunfight. They had hit a mine, and that is where the ambush went in full effect. They all had made it alive and well out of the destroyed Humvee. The closest shelter had been the ditch next to the road. Of course they had called for backup immediately. The problem was that the backup also needed backup. It was not just his squad, but two others as well that were stuck here. Why were they even fighting these people? Because they were terrorists? Or was it because of the country's oil reserve? The black gold did control the army. But why? They had drills at home. "Mark!" shouted the foreman. "Get another section ready to connect." Mark nodded and got in the crane. He picked up another pipe section. They had been drilling here for several days. Some science guy had determined that this was a good spot for oil drilling. Some 100 meters below their feet there was oil, and so they were drilling for it. At this point they were close. Mark could sense it. A couple more pipe lengths would do it. They would hit the black gold today. They had to keep a constant eye on the installation. If you lost focus for a second, you could lose an arm. Mark installed the next section according to procedure and without accidents. A couple of minutes later, the black gold shot out of the drill hole. A massive shower covered him. He hated this part of drilling, but the plastic companies paid well. Ellie sat at the end of the production line. This factory created the highest quality plastic dolls. She had the nice job title of Quality Control Expert. This meant that she sat at the end of the line on her bar stool, inspected each doll that passed her. A wrong arm, badly installed hair, missing limbs, or malfunctioning voice module were noticed by her. All dolls said the same line: "I love you, mommy." She had heard the sentence a million times already. It gave her nightmares. The worst one was where she had been chased by an army of dolls, all screaming in unison. The dolls had grown during the nightmare. They had grown to human size. Ellie kept doing it because she could see the excited little girls in her mind. Fay ran down the steps. Today was her birthday. She was so excited. She had dreamed of the doll that called her mommy in the toy store. She had not gotten it then. She had been very upset. Luckily, all her dreams came true. So Fay ran in the kitchen. Her mom was baking blueberry pancakes, her favorite. Her dad gave her a hug. "Happy birthday, my princess," he congratulated her. "Where's my present?" Fay wanted to know. "Don't you want breakfast first?" asked her mother. "No," said Fay resolute. So her mom gave her a big gift. Fay tore open the wrapping paper. She was so happy with what she saw. This made her parents happy.